Welcome to CBT News with Cheyenne Malone.
Good morning and welcome to the CBT News Daily Newscast. I'm Cheyenne Malone. Thanks so much for joining us. And now here's today's top stories.
Stellantis saw revenues slide during the first quarter as lower sales and expenses stemming from electrification took their toll on the automaker's earnings. The company today reported a Q1 revenue of $44.7 billion globally, down 12% year over year, off sales of roughly 1.3 million units. In the U.S., Stellantis earnings slid even further, falling 15% to $20.7 billion. In the coming months, the automaker plans to lower inventory in an effort to bolster pricing, offsetting the impact of declining sales. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has finalized a rule that would require most vehicles built past 2029 to feature automatic emergency braking systems. The new rule calls for systems capable of avoiding collisions at speeds of up to 62 miles per hour and would apply to all passenger cars and light trucks. Noting that the technology has advanced rapidly in recent years, the agency expects the requirement to save 360 lives a year and prevent roughly 24,000 injuries. Tesla is reportedly conducting another round of layoffs, this time targeting the brand's leadership team, as it struggles to maintain sales during a cooldown in EV demand. According to an email obtained by The Information, CEO Elon Musk today dismissed two senior executives overseeing the company's supercharger and new vehicle operations and dissolved Tesla's public policy team. In the email, Musk wrote, quote, "Hopefully, these actions are making it clear that we need to be absolutely hardcore about the headcount and cost reductions." Pensky Automotive saw higher year-over-year revenue during the first quarter, but struggled to maintain profitability as pricing pressures and floor plans costs withheld earnings. The dealership group reported $7.45 billion in quarterly revenue, up 1.5% from Q1 2023, off sales of roughly 118,000 new and used vehicles. However, the company's net income dropped nearly 30%, down to $216 million. A key contributor to Penske's profitability troubles was its transportation solutions arm, which saw earnings fall 60% to $32.5 million. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with Administrator Isabella Casillas Guzman, head of the Small Business Administration, to discuss the government's role in supporting entrepreneurship.
CBT News is expanding its reach like never before and is launching in over 70 million broadcasting households. Whether you have Roku, Apple TV, or a mobile device running on Android or iOS, you can now enjoy our engaging, in-depth interviews with dealers, automakers, trade associations, best-selling authors, motivational speakers, and so much more, whenever and wherever you are. Simply search CBT News in the App Store of your smart TV.
As a member of the President Biden's cabinet and the head of an agency with $500 billion portfolio, that's amazing. I don't even know how you get up in the morning because I'm running a small business and sometimes I have difficult, but $500 billion is a pretty big portfolio. Can you share a little bit about your priorities and the president's priorities for the U.S. small businesses?
Yeah, well, the president talks about building the economy from the bottom up and the middle out, and it's really squarely focused on building the middle class and building small businesses.
Yeah.
You know, we know that they're the backbone of our economy, but that means they create 2/3 of the net new jobs, and they produce 40% of our output, and they're 99.9% of all our businesses in this country.
Right.
And our job at the SBA is to help deliver that American dream of business ownership. And under the Biden-Harris administration, really focusing on making sure all great ideas have that chance to succeed. And we know that means that you got to have the capital to grow your business. And that's what the SBA is most well known for. And our portfolio shows that we've grown quite dramatically with COVID relief, but truly helping them get the funding to create jobs and grow their businesses, expand abroad, do federal contracting, participate in the great opportunities. But there's two sides of every equation in the business, and that's the revenue side as well. And so this administration has been focused on leveling the playing field, creating opportunities for our small businesses. And that's what the Invest in America agenda is about as well, whether that's growing manufacturing and supply chain. You know, small businesses are the majority of manufacturers. In fact, 70% of them are 20 employees and under.
Wow, really?
Yes,
Oh
and
gosh.
so it's really, they are, you know, critical for our manufacturing supply chain, which drives down prices, which is a good thing.
And you can watch this full interview right here at cbtnews.com. Well, that does it for our show today, but we do invite you right back here tomorrow morning on cbtnews.com. And remember, you can stay up to date with the most recent news and trends influencing the retail automotive industry by following us on TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, and X, formerly known as Twitter. And now you can find CBT News in over 70 million broadcasting households on Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV, Android, and iOS devices. Simply search CBT News in the App Store on your smart device, and you can watch our programming wherever, whenever. I'm Cheyenne Malone on behalf of all of us at CBT News. See you next time.
CBT News, your #1 resource for auto industry news and content.